Hello there, welcome to the channel, or should I say welcome if you are new here. Today we will continue the mini-series, which is why you should watch the three main Star Wars series. Please go and watch part 1 of the series first by checking it out via the channel homepage. One of the best things about Star Wars is its incredible action sequences and lightsaber duels. Watching these incredible showings of skill from our heroes is jaw-dropping. So, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 non-film action moments in these three shows. I know this is not officially part of the Clone Wars TV series, but I like to see it as part of the story, as it's pretty much the same thing, except in a film. Anyway, whilst Anakin and his Padawan Ahsoka were trying to return Jabba the Hutt's son, Rotta, to secure an agreement with him, Dooku wanted to ally with Jabba as well, so went to intercept Anakin on Tatooine. Ahsoka was to take Rotta to Jabba, whilst Anakin would distract Dooku. I enjoyed seeing how Anakin had grown since their last fight, and when Dooku fired Force Lightning at him, he blocked it with his lightsaber. Dooku exploited the fact that they were on Anakin's homeworld to unbalance him and release his inner rage. He also fired sand at Anakin, who was blasted back, which was very visually pleasing, and as we all know, Anakin does not like sand. Dooku sliced Anakin's backpack in half, trying to kill Rotta, and then it was revealed that Anakin had some rocks, which really rubbed Dooku the wrong way, as he thought he'd killed Jabba's son. Dooku revealed that he had set a trap for Ahsoka and that she was struggling against 3 Magna Guards. Anakin proceeded to steal Dooku's speeder, and he sped to Jabba's palace. Moving on, we have Ahsoka versus the Magistrate. This duel was really cool because it was epic seeing Ahsoka in live action fighting with her mesmerizing white lightsabers against the Beskar spear. Ahsoka wants to find out where Grand Admiral Thrawn is. To begin with, the Magistrate knocks out one of her lightsabers out of her hand, but when Ahsoka changes to her usual reverse grip, she makes short work of her. We are left on a cliffhanger on what happens next, but of course we will find out what will happen in the Ahsoka series. In 8th place we have Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan versus Savage Opress and Maul. Ventress is looking for Savage to kill him and get the large bounty on his head, but the Knight brothers have captured Obi-Wan after Maul wanted to get revenge on him for chucking him down the trash chute. Ventress frees Obi-Wan. This duel is a swarm of red blades clashing, and eventually Maul separates himself to fight Kenobi alone. He taunts him about killing Qui-Gon Jinn and how he stood helpless and watched while he gutted him. This angers Obi-Wan, and he loses his precision and starts swinging at him without technique and starts to lose the fight. Obi-Wan has to flee with Ventress, and they just manage to escape. In the finale of Season 6 of the Clone Wars, Yoda has visions of Order 66, which culminate with him having visions of him and Anakin going to fight Dooku and Sidious. Anakin easily defeats Dooku, and then beheads him against Yoda's orders. The pair of them take on Sidious. Anakin is caught off guard, as Sidious picks him up, and then with Force Lightning knocks him out unconscious. Yoda struggles to fight Sidious, whilst keeping Anakin from falling to his death. The battle ends with Palpatine and Yoda falling, as Yoda realises this is an illusion. I love this battle, because it is such a grand fight between 4 of the strongest fighters in the war. In 6 is the final duel between Maul and Obi-Wan in Star Wars Rebels on Tatooine. This battle concludes the rivalry which has been going on since Episode 1. Maul spends the whole episode wandering in the desert, and finally in the middle of the night he finds Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is very calm until Maul senses Luke nearby, and Obi-Wan ignites his lightsaber. He first goes to his usual stance, before changing into Qui-Gon's stance in the Phantom Menace, hoping that Maul would repeat the same attack. This is the whole fight. Truly amazing. It is short but decisive, and shows how Obi-Wan has risen above Maul, and has not let his want for revenge cloud his judgment, like Maul has for the last 30 years. It is the perfect conclusion to Maul's life, as he realises that Obi-Wan is guarding the Chosen One, and that he was wrong to be angry at Obi-Wan, and then dies in his arms. Moving on from that, we have Maul's rampage through the Venator, which was taking him to Coruscant. After Ahsoka Tano captured Maul on Mandalore, Sidious initiated Order 66, which caused the clones to turn on her, and she released Maul so he would distract the clones, allowing her to escape. Maul walked through the ship without his lightsabers, and he slaughtered the clones by throwing bits of the ship at the clones. He finished it off by destroying the hyperdrive with the Force in a grand spectacle of power. In fourth, we have yet another appearance of Maul, this time with his brother Savage against Palpatine. The Chancellor decides the brothers could be a threat to him, so goes to eliminate them personally. Maul wants to rejoin Palpatine, but Sidious sees through the lies and calls him a rival. After separating the brothers, Sidious kills Savage, and Maul is heartbroken. He channels his rage and fights Sidious with the Darksaber and his own red saber. He is eventually defeated, and Maul was thrown around the room and shocked with Force lightning. Sidious kept him alive because he needed him to help find his mother, Talzin, a powerful witch. This duel really gave us an insight about how the Sith worked. As we enter the top 3, we have the final appearance of Maul on this list. In the final arc of the Clone Wars, Maul and Ahsoka have a battle in the throne room of Mandalore. Maul tells Ahsoka to join him and warns her that Anakin will turn to the dark side and that the fate of the Republic is to become the Empire. Ahsoka refuses to believe it, and they have a high-paced duel in the throne room. This has the best choreography in the series and looks absolutely incredible. The animation has gone so far since 2008 and now it looks stunning. It is very fast paced, and the duel ends with Maul screaming after being captured, and that they were all going to die, and as he screamed, he was stunned.
X-Wing.
One X-Wing? Great.
Incoming craft, identify yourself.
The runner-up of this list is the return of a rather unknown character that you might not know about. This came out of nowhere and was very emotional to many Star Wars fans all over the world. When the green lightsaber was revealed, the X-Wing, and finally the robotic hand, caused tears to our eyes. This was a stunning moment and an excellent ending to Season 2 of Mandalorian. Luke cut down the Dark Troopers one by one, showing his power, especially when he crushed the last one, which looked incredible. The nostalgia was simply off the chart. And finally we have Ahsoka vs Vader in the Season 2 Rebels finale. This was a very emotional fight to watch, as Ahsoka saw what her master had become, which was heartbreaking. She promised not to leave him, like she did before, and told him that she could not believe that Anakin had become this monster. We all knew this was coming, and when it finally did, it looked incredible. The choreography is top notch, and the animation holds up well. In the end, Ahsoka slices off part of Darth Vader's mask, and we hear Matt Lanter's voice through the helmet, mixed with James Earl Jones.
Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
Anakin.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and comment your favourite fight scene in Star Wars. Also, if you've disagreed with my opinion, please say in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Please follow the Instagram account at The Ultimate High Ground, which I post daily on, and remember, the Force will be with you always.